welcome to the first Base Movement School video series session. My name is Jazz.
And I'm John.
So if you guys haven't seen our first introduction video, before you go through this session, or even afterwards, make sure you just go through, have a look, because it'll explain each week how we're going to be running these sessions. But for today, this is our first session and we're going to be going through a strength workout. Starting with a warm-up, going through 2 different supersets and then finishing off with some core workout.
I'm going to be coaching Jazz through our warm-up to get started with. We're going to be doing a combination of star jumps and high knees. So let's start with the star jumps. We're going to do 10 seconds. So when you're ready, Jazz, let's get started. So nice and big with your arms, in and out with your legs. And then swapping over to the high knees on the spot. Get your arms moving as well, knees up nice and high. 5 more seconds, 3, 2, 1, and then swapping back to the star jumps. Try opening your arms up a little bit more. Really good, Jazz. And then high knees again. And have a rest there. So make sure that you're following along at home as Jazz is doing the exercises. Now we're going to go into a bit of a mobility stretch. So we're going to go a world's greatest. So Jazz is going to have one hand down, one knee down, and then just be opening up her arms here. We're going to do 5 closing, and then we're going to do 5 opening ones. So we can see that she's swapped her arms here. Trying to reach a little bit further each one. And then once Jazz has done 5 with both moves, we're going to change which legs in front and which knees down. Fantastic. Trying to reach a little bit further each one. And then 5 with the other movement. So this is a great way to just get a little bit of movement through your hips, moving your upper back as well in your arm. Fantastic. So what we're going to do, we're going to hop in a square shape. So just imagine you've got a square on the floor. Start with a little bit smaller first. We're going to go 3 times in a clockwise pattern on one leg. So you're going to hop to the side, backwards, the other side, and then forward. So we're going to do that 3 times. Each time around, try making that square a little bit bigger. So when you're moving sideways, it's really going to test your balance and stability there. So make sure you're dropping your hips on that landing, making that landing as quiet as you can.
Just 3? Just
3. Now we're going to do 3 on the other foot.
Other foot?
Nice soft landings there, Jazz.
Cool.
Nice one. Alright, so now we're up to our strength supersets. So the first superset we're going to be doing 3 by 10 of both exercises, and they're going to be the double leg glute bridge and a split squat. So we're going to start with the split squat, Jazz. We're going to pop down one knee on the floor. Got a nice square shape, and then from there we're going to push through our front foot to come up tall. So with this exercise, our feet are going to stay in the same position, and we're going to do 10 with the left foot in front, and then 10 on the other side as well. So we want to go slower on the way down so we're not going to crash our knee into the floor. Now we'll change feet. We're going to do 10 with your right foot in front. Nice and smooth there. Excellent. Now we're going to go into a glute bridge. So I'm going to pop down on the floor for this one. Yep, that's good. With your arms out to the side, you want to put your fingertips to your heels. So you're not too close, you're not too far away either. Got about a soccer ball between your feet, so you're not too close, not too wide either. We're going to do 10 for these movements, raising your hips up and down. So as you're going through, make sure to squeeze your glutes firmly at the top. Nice. Now we're back to the split squats. So Joe's going to set up in the same again, make a nice square shape at your knee, toes tucked in the back, and you're ready for your next 10. Halfway there. Make sure to go slow on the way down, pushing through your front foot to come up tall. Good, set up again, and you're ready to go. And the bridging again. So popping back on the floor, fingertips to your heels, about a soccer ball, basketball between your feet. As you come up, make sure you get that big squeeze at the top. Alright, how are you finding those exercises so far?
Very good.
Very good. I reckon we can make it a little bit more challenging
I
with the
reckon.
split squat. So if you've got some weights at home, there's a few different versions you can do. We're going to go for a goblet split squat. So with this one, we're going to hold it in front of our chest. So if you don't have any equipment at home, continue your body weight. Go after a bit more of a challenge. Go grab the weight that you may have. So with that extra resistance, we don't want to be crashing down on the floor. We still want to be in control over the movement. So keep slow on the way down. Good, set up there and you're ready to get started. Fantastic. Nicely done there, Jazz. And then the last go of the double leg glute bridging. Big squeeze at the top. Nicely done. So that's the first superset completed there.
Okay, so now we're going to go on to the second superset. We're going to be doing the first one being a push-up, and then we're going to finish off with a deadlift variation. Cool. So first one we're going to do is we're going to go push up on the ground. Good. Hands underneath your shoulders, keep those hips up, and then bending through the elbows for me. Cool. We're going to do 10 of those. Good. And as we can see here with John, he's keeping his hips up. He's not going into arching or going up into a tent and pushing his butt up in the air. Good. Just a few more. Cool. So we're going to superset that one now with a dowel hip hinge. So I'm going to get you to pop that one on your back. And as as we can see, we've got 3 points of contact, which are head, upper back and lower back. For the whole time when John's doing this exercise, he's going to put his hips back. Good. Keeping his chest up. And we're maintaining a nice flat spine. Cool. Good. So if you want to do one bad one for me, as we can see, the dowel's coming off. So we'll finish off with, finish off with a couple of good ones for us. Good, 1 and 2. Cool, beautiful. Now we're going to go back into that push-up. So we've got 10 more push-ups for me. If you do find push-ups a little bit hard, what you can do is you just want to drop them at your knees for me. Cool. And then continue as well. Awesome. But you look like you were doing them quite easy on your toes, so you can probably hop back on your toes for us. Cool. Nice. And back to your pinch for me. And if you guys don't have a dowel, that's totally fine. Most of you will have a broomstick though. So anything that you can use will be fine. Good. Nice. Hips back, chest up. And maintain those 3 points of contact for me. Good. Cool. Nice, John. Awesome. And then we've got one more set of our push-ups. If you find push-ups really easy, another thing you can do if you want to try and just show me a nice close grip push-up. Good. So hands a little bit closer together. And then going all the way down. Same thing, bending through the elbows and keeping the hips up. But for those, that's just another variation. You can just do your normal push-ups or drop to your knees if you need, as long as you're doing 10. Good. Nice, John. Good. And we'll finish off one more set of the down hip hinge for me. Good. Nice. Chest up, maintain those 3 points of contact and hips back. Another thing to note also, if you want to switch just to the front for me, John, basketball or a ball between our feet. So we don't want our feet together, we want that hip distance apart. Good, just a couple more. That's it. Hips back, chest up. Very good. Cool.
Nice one. Alright, next up we're going to move on to our third superset. We're going to be working on core exercises. First one I'm going to do is a side plank. So I'll get Jazz to set up on one elbow on her side, one foot on top of the other. Nice straight line through her whole body. Squeezing your glutes, bracing your tummy. And we're going to hold this for 20 seconds. That's good, Jazz. 3, 2, 1. Because we're working on one arm there on one side, we've got to flip over, work the other side as well. Same setup, nice and strong. When you're ready, 20 seconds. Keep bracing, squeezing your glutes. What can really help with this, think about pushing your elbow into the floor. There we go. Come down from there. Next up we have a dead bug. So a dead bug, you're going to be on your back, reaching up with your arms, shins flat like a tabletop. From there you're going to reach out with one leg, opposite arm goes back. Other side goes. We're going to be doing 10 on each side of this, a total of 20 movements. So as we can see, Jazz is keeping her lower back pushed down to the floor, keeping her abdominals engaged. You don't want to be arching our back as we reach out with our arms and legs. control with that. We don't want to be racing through.
Cool.
Fantastic. Alright, side plank again. We've got one more set of each exercise here. Pushing through your elbow, glutes on, core engaged. 20 seconds. So just like the push-up you did previously, we don't want to be making an arch through our body, dropping down, and keep that nice straight line. 3, 2, 1. Flipping over to the other side again. When you're in, Jazz, and we're up. 20 seconds again. Keep pushing your elbow to the floor, hips up. And relax there. Alright, one more time in the dead bugs. So if you're finding this quite challenging, moving your arms and opposite leg at the same time, what you can do, you can reach up with both your arms and just move with your legs. So this is another fantastic variation of the exercise that's a little bit less challenging. When you feel ready, you can get that opposite arm to leg going. Well done. So that wraps up our first training video. We hope that you trained really hard. Make sure to comment, like and subscribe. If you have any questions, leave them below and we'll get back to you. Stay tuned for the next video next week, and we're going to be progressing these exercises. We're going to do some different variations as well. Thanks for tuning in.